So, as far as the objectives and ambitious objectives of MIV 2030 and MAK 2047 are concerned, I think all of us are actually working towards that. Now, whether we will reach 3,000 million tons, that is, you can't say I will just keep a target of 300, right? You look at 3,000, but shipping is a derived demand. So it's not that, I can run ships just because I have ships or I have to run ships or to meet a target. There has to be trade. So if you look at the geopolitical situation and if the trade comes to a halt or it decreases, then even if you have the ships or the ports capacity, there is going to be a challenge. But assuming that the trade is going to continue to grow and all the geopolitical issues are temporary, I think we are going in the right direction. If you look at Sagarmala, it's spending thousands of crores every year. So I do not see, as I said, we are going in the right direction and that's most important too. And more importantly, we have a strategy which we didn't have maybe 20 years earlier. As far as capacities go, I think the kind of, I don't know whether to call it address, speech, insights, whatever. I think it laid out all the fields, a 360-degree view of all the capacities that have to be built. Regarding shipping itself, now there are a couple of things. One is, if you look at the university system in India, it focuses on knowledge. But what the world seems to need now is skills and competency. So we have to bridge knowledge and skills or knowledge and competency. The STCW, of course, talks of competency alone. Even today, the STCW does not require you to have a formal university degree. But then, for various reasons, the degree is introduced for career progression, etc. So that is one thing. How do you bridge this? Reskilling is another challenge. Okay, because the technological advancements, the changes in technology, the changes in, the way logistics is being done. For example, we said, no, we have to know when the ship is coming so that turnaround time can be, very fast, plus your energy is saved. What all goes into that? It's not just the ship. There's a lot of digitalization involved. The major challenge, if I may place in front of everybody that we are facing, is where are the trainers? Where are the resource people? For number one is, if you're looking at AI, Internet of Things, digitalization, I think the expertise is definitely available in the industry, in the country, but they are not the ones who are resource persons. How many of them are willing to come and say, okay, I'll consecrate my time, a limited period of time in training people? This is a major challenge. We have to look at that. When you look at alternate fuels, yes, I think there is, I'm glad that, like speakers have pointed out, India is focusing on hydrogen hub and hydrogen mission. But what would be tomorrow's alternate fuel is still being debated globally, right? Is it going to be ammonia? Is it going to be methanol? Is it going to be something else which comes out of the seabed someday? So we are unable to fix a training program, not knowing what is going to be the fuel. So you're going to just top up the training to say, be prepared for all this. Once again, challenge, who's going to train? This is the major challenge that we have to face. Like in the morning, you said, where is the money? Where is the financing? Who's going to finance? The second question you can perhaps raise, and Dr. Dhawan did say that, what about the capacity building? Human capacity is as important.
Well, thank you. I'm sure you would have grappled with the idea that, India's share in sitting in Tamil Nadu, a great seafaring tradition, and all along the coast, we had wonderful seafaring traditions. India's net share in the seafaring industry in the world is less than 12%. We have desired to take it to 20%. Are there concrete steps worked out? Skilling in the sector for, starting from ratings right up the pecking order itself, you have a lot of seafarers who can have great employment potential. And as India goes into many other opportunities to do employments across the world, this is one which perhaps we have not harnessed the way of a desire. Are we taking concrete steps on that?
Definitely. If you look at 2017 figures, we were only 6% of the global workforce, and today it's 12%. So if we have moved up from 6 to 12% or 11% in a matter of just 9 years, I think attaining 20% is not a pipe dream. The curriculum has to be revised, which I think all the institutions are making sure that the curriculum is revised. Practical training needs to be there. And there again, two challenges. One is I come back to, I don't know whether I should go public about this to this extent, is that we do need people with maritime experience to come into teaching. We cannot just say the mechanical engineers and the electrical engineers will give this. They will be giving the technical and theoretical training, but for the practical exposure, I think we need more people from the industry, which used to happen before. Okay. So that is one of them. The second and probably more challenging issue worldwide and for India, especially with our ambition, is that there need to be training berths on ships, which used to be quite a plenty till the manning scales have been trimmed tremendously for reasons of efficiency, reasons of financial efficiency, etc. So we can train, at the moment we train about 8,000 seafarers, right? Every year we can go up to 20,000 also, but you don't have the training berths. So can the industry come together, or can the government look at, we are talking to the government on training ships, which used to be the case when in the olden times when they talk about Dufferin, right? Training ship PS Dufferin and PS Chanakya. Can we go back to that? But is it financially viable today? So we have to be very clear whether we can't achieve everything at the same time. But then the government is definitely having objectives, targets, as well as strategies to achieve those targets.
Thank you, ma'am. I can only say when you say you cannot achieve everything, yes, we can.
It's like what they say about finance. You cannot, you can target two of those three parameters, foreign exchange and your inflation. And so if we have a training ship, yes, we can do that. But without the training ship, how do you do that?